kiddos, you ready for day 2? Let's do this. All right, so we are again in the Bible app. We're doing our student leadership capacity Bible study together. If you have not done it yet, see the previous videos. This is the second lesson. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into this devotion. So God, we ask that you reveal your word to us and that you speak to each and every person, including myself, as we do this devotion together. All right, we're inviting you in, Lord. So we're going to start. The devotion opens up with Mark chapter 10, verses 42 through 44. So it says, Jesus called them together and said, "You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all." Y'all, that's Jesus talking. So let's go ahead and keep going. Leadership isn't about bossing people around and telling people what to do. Leadership is about stepping into a place that you are passionate about and sharing that vision with others. True leaders care about the people they're leading and are concerned about their well-being. Great leaders will go through great lengths for the sake of their people. That's easy to see when you watch Jesus. He went through really great lengths. He even sacrificed his life, his body, his health for his people. That's a beautiful example of what a great leader can look like. So next is Titus chapter 1, verses 5 through 9. And that says, "The reason I left you in Crete was that you might put in order what was left unfinished and appoint elders in every town as I directed you. An elder must be blameless, faithful to his wife, a man whose children believe and are not open to the charge of being wild and disobedient. Since an overseer manages God's household, he must be blameless, not overbearing, not quick-tempered, not given to drunkenness, not violent, not pursuing dishonest gain. Rather, he must be hospitable, one who loves what is good, who is self-controlled, upright, holy, and disciplined. He must hold firmly to the trustworthy message as it has been taught, so that he can encourage others by sound doctrine and refute those who oppose it." Y'all, if you're in your actual Bible, your physical Bible, or even in your app, I suggest that you go and highlight all of that. That's like I just did. We're going to highlight all of that. Alrighty. So, or bookmark it, whatever helps you. Living out the calling of God, we're back on the devotion page. Living out the calling of God placed in your life isn't just about doing stuff, like at Glory Gang, when we do stuff. It's also about living a certain way. If you're going to be a leader, people will be watching you. I lost my place because I love that. If you're going to be a leader, people will be watching the way that you live your life. Don't just be an example by the things that you do. Be an example by the way you live. That will have a greater impact than you know. This passage lists what makes up a leader. Let's focus on that list. So if you have your notebook, let's journal that out, and we're going to focus on that. How well does it describe you? So that's going to be one question from that list. How well does this list describe you? What things on that list do you need to work on? So we all have things we're still working on, even me, even the directors, even all the way up to our president. Everybody has things that we can be growing on. And when you get those things written down And when you get them down, you'll be in good standing with others. So what I want you guys to do is in that Titus chapter, remember it's Titus chapter 1. Titus is Titus if you're not in the app. And it's chapter 1. And we're going through verses 5 through 9 is where you can find that list. And what we suggest is that you go ahead and you write down those things that you need to work on. Go ahead and write down the things that you already have and be thankful to God that you already feel like you have this down. Like maybe you have the strongest self-control in your entire family. Like you are not tempted. You're like, okay, I got this. Thank God for that, because that is something that I struggle with. Self-control can be hard. I want that other muffin. It's challenging. So God, right now we just come to you with this list. And as we go through in our devotion time and we write down the list, we ask that you speak to us, that you reveal in us what it is that you want us to work on right now. We ask that you take this day that we are devoting to you, and you take this life that you have given to us. We give it back to you, God. We ask, Lord, that as you reveal these things that we need to work on, that you help us through them. God, that becoming a leader is not something that changes overnight. While it is a gift you have given many of us, Lord, we are still growing, and we ask that we keep you in that you do not leave us as unfinished work. We ask all of these things in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Let us know what you think, what you need. If you need personal prayer or you're confused about any of it, hit us up in the comments. And we love you, miss you. Bye.